Hello and welcome back to another installment of Let's Play the Talos Principle. Last time we finished World B, Hub 4, and now we're on to Hub 5. I just love these recaps, they're so easy. Well, as long as I can remember the numbering. I think I've only missed the numbers once. So yeah, that was World 4. We also missed 2 stars, but we know the location of one of them. So, on to Hub 5. We have 5 sigils. We have the recorder puzzle, fan puzzle, hexahedron puzzle, and connector puzzle types. And a star. Okay, good. Then we know to keep our eyes open for a star.
You have solved many of the mysteries of this land. The road before you is still long and many gates remain closed. But take comfort in your accomplishment and in your creator's pride.
Oh, and we immediately spot the star atop the obelisk. I don't know, well, I think I know why, but I mean, this reminds me of Super Mario 64, right? There's one, or there are a couple of Egypt levels. Or not exactly Egypt, but like, what do you say? Desert-inspired levels. Anyway, we start with the terminal. And again, we just have some documents to read. So we have Osiris7.txt. Tell me of the fearsome demons of the Duat, the dying man said to the wise scribe. Though their terrible forms are loathsome to behold, they are not evil, for they are the servants of the gods. Truly, they are the blessed doorkeepers and guardians of the holy paths. Their charge is to judge whether we are worthy to pass the gates that lead to Aru. And so they challenge us with riddles or in combat. Is this true of all the beings that live in the Duat? Some say that it is not so, that there are ancient gods whose names have been forgotten, and spirits of darkness whose name none have ever known, and that these must be avoided at all costs. But others say that these too serve a greater purpose in ways that Osiris has not revealed to us. And what of the hidden paths that are taken by something when something? Solar, welcome back. Thank you. Good to be back. I'm having so much fun with this game. Coming soon.eml. From Rob McLean, Institute for Applied Mathematics, to Mom. Subject, coming soon, your son in 3D. Hi Mom, I promise I'll be home soon. Maybe in a couple of weeks, I know, but what we're doing here is important. And the team needs my help. I'm not going to wait until it's too late, I promise. But there's so much we have to set up, so much that has to work for a very, very long time. Besides, I've always wanted to work on one of these supercomputers, and believe me, EL is pretty much the best thing there is. And the team, Mom. It's like I'm working with rock stars and mad geniuses. Except nobody's heard of them outside of science journals, of course. But Dad would be totally geeking out if he knew. Maybe I can tell him about it soon, huh? Love, Rob. It's good, very addictive. Yeah, this game is definitely addictive. blog24_alive.html. What is the point of being alive? I know, it's an old question and not one that's easy to answer. But I mean, if you're reading this, you are alive, and someday you will stop being alive. Both of these facts are incontrovertible. So what about it then? Don't you wonder? Do you just want to go from not existing to not existing again, without even considering why? You, right now, as you sit there reading this, why do you exist? What is the purpose of your life? Do you have one? Should you have one? Is it better to have a purpose or not? When you approach death, will you feel that your life has had meaning? If so, why? If not, why not? What defines whether a life was good or not? It may seem abstract right now, but that moment just before death will come. It is inevitable. If you don't ask yourself these questions, how will you face that moment? Well, I've got no answers. Exit. New text added. Oh, and there were some QR codes here. Whatever's going on here, I'm sure it has something to do with the tower. Everything is telling us not to go there, but everything indicates that we must. Signed, Sheep. Unless you're wrong and Elohim's right, or you're both wrong. or there is no right, signed the dog. I think you've been taking the thing in the archive too seriously, signed sheep. Huh. So let's see. Let's properly explore the outside first. Oh, this really is quite beautiful. Oh yeah, notice what happens if we try to go into the water or like off the island.
The words and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning were the words.
So if you try to go further, it just spits us back. So that was Elohim. We don't know too much about him yet. He talks to us every once in a while. But that's what happens when you try to go where you're not supposed to go. Quite cryptic. So I'm basically just running around looking for QR codes or other hidden things. I mean, there was only one star in this hub, right? So we already found where it is. Now we need to find out how to lower the obelisk. Oh, there's a QR code. The answers to your questions will not be given to you. You must seek them yourself, the shepherd. Right. Well, maybe it's also worth pursuing our own questions. I think that's also a good thing to do, and a very hard thing to do, finding the right questions. This would be a great place to hide secrets, right? Among these ruins. The voice keeps saying that this world is a garden, but all I see is a desert full of ruins. Signed dog. Yep. Well, we've seen places that are not ruins also, to be fair. Or well, maybe we haven't actually. The first world was like Greek, Roman themed, and this is Egyptian themed. And there's one world left, World C, so you have A, B, C. Those are the worlds, and then you have a big tower, which we haven't really explored, except try to enter it. But we couldn't get to the first floor, so... So let's see, we have a terminal here. Nothing much going on here, except the terminal. And we have a archive. Hippocratic corpus.txt. On the sacred disease, 400 BCE. Men ought to know that from nothing else but the brain come joys, delights, laughter and sports, and sorrows, griefs, despondency and lamentations. And by this, in an especial manner, we acquire wisdom and knowledge, and see and hear, and know what are foul and what are fair, what are bad and what are good, what are sweet and what unsavory. Some we discriminate by habit, and some we perceive by their utility. By this we distinguish objects of relish and disrelish, according to the seasons. And the same things do not always please us. And by the same organ we become mad and delirious, and fears and terrors assail us, some by night and some by day. And dreams and ultimate and untimely wanderings, and cares that are not suitable, and ignorance of present circumstances, desuetude and unskillfulness. Solar, be right back. Getting a drink, won't be long. Great! Go have a drink. If it's for intoxication or hydration, that's none of my business. Let's see, chestertonbrain.txt. The human brain is a machine for coming to conclusions. If it cannot come to conclusions, it is rusty. When we hear of a man too clever to believe, we are hearing of something having almost the character of a contradiction in terms. It is like hearing of a nail that was too good to hold down a carpet, or a bolt that was too strong to keep a door shut. Man can hardly be defined, after the fashion of Carlyle, as an animal who makes tools. Ants and beavers and many other animals make tools, in the sense that they make an apparatus. Man can be defined as an animal that makes dogmas, as he piles doctrine on doctrine and conclusion on conclusion in the formation of some tremendous scheme of philosophy and religion. He is, in the only legitimate sense of which the expression is capable, becoming more and more human. When he drops one doctrine after another in a refined skepticism, when he declines to tie himself to a system, when he says that he has outgrown definitions, when he says that he disbelieves in finality, when, in his own imagination, he sits as God, holding no form of creed, but contemplating all, then he is, by that very process, sinking slowly backwards into the vagueness of the vagrant animals and the unconsciousness of the grass. Trees have no dogmas, turnips are singularly broad-minded. Well, that's an interesting take. I'm guessing this is G.K. Chesterton. I haven't really read much from him, except I guess it's his most famous novel, the what's it called? The Man Who Was Thursday. Although it's been a long time since I read it, so I don't recall too much of it. I remember liking it though. So let's see, Bronsteinbrain.txt. This is probably another person. Bronstein Brain. So let's see, the scrambled text reads: the true method of knowledge is experiment. So espousing the scientific method in a short sentence. The human brain is a product of the development of matter, and at the same time it is an instrument for the cognition of this matter. Gradually it adjusts itself to its function, tries to overcome its limitations, creates ever new scientific methods, imagines ever more complex and exact instruments, checks its work again and yet again, step by step penetrates into previously unknown depths, changes our conception of matter without, though, ever breaking away from this basis of all that exists. Interesting, sort of lays open the, well, I guess both the hard problem of consciousness and also the, what's it called? Not duality, but dualism in philosophy. Neuroscience.txt. Physiological history. Volunteer suffered a blood clot during infancy, which resulted in a left hemisphere stroke. Expected result. In normal adults, the left hemisphere is used for language and other cognitive functions. Extensive damage to this part of the brain usually results in severe cognitive deficiencies. Observed result. Volunteer is now 17 years old and displays only very subtle cognitive deficiency. MRIs indicate little to no activity in the left hemisphere, suggesting its usual functions have been taken on by neuron sets in the right. Volunteer's age at the time of the stroke may have helped the brain to adapt. Oh, interesting. So maybe the earlier you have a stroke, the more time you have to adapt to it. I'm no doctor, by the way. I'm barely a scientist. Or I wouldn't describe myself as a scientist, really. More of a mathematician and physicist, if I have to describe myself as anything. Now let's see. Looks like we are all the way around, I think. So let's explore the inner parts of the island that we're currently on. Actually, I think just to make it easier, it seems that each of the puzzles in this area is in its own sort of self-contained area, so we'll explore around it and then do the puzzles. I think that's a logical way to do it. I really love this hub. It looks beautiful. It's so open. That's a little bit different than the other hubs we've explored so far. So this is me, myself, and our 2 jammers. A recording puzzle. Me, myself, and my jammer. I get it. So we have a jammer. Oh, and we have a turret. Ah! And it looks like we have another pad there to open the gate, and that leads us to the sigil. So let's see... Let's think about this. We do need the jammer, of course, to... Oh, I think I see it now. We record ourselves. Oh, we have 2 turrets. Ah. Wait, can't we both jam the turret and jam it? Ah, I see. Okay, we can't do both at the same time. So, okay, I didn't see that turret at once. But the trick is to record ourselves doing stuff in the correct order, right? So if we let the jammers just stay here, then for our non-recording self, or non-recorded self, it'll be here when we return. So recording ourselves, we can... Well, we can't bring the jammer with us, of course. Well, we can only record ourselves holding the pad open, right? Approach this. No. We can't approach it without being shot. Do we have other tools here? Looks like it's just a jammer. Okay. Solar, you're back with the tea. Oh, that's great. I don't know if you caught it, but I said something like if it's a drink of intoxication or hydration, that's not really any of my business. But I guess I got that answered. Well, unless you spike your tea with alcohol. So we are trying to puzzle ourselves. It can jam things. Either a turret, such as that one, or it can jam these barriers. Or we can stand on these pads also to hold them open. Just refreshment, no alcohol. Good. Just something personal about myself is that I'm a teetotaler. I don't drink anything, if you're curious. So let's see, we can record ourselves. Well, we can record ourselves holding this open. And also record ourselves jamming that thing. But we can't... Wait, let's just stand here and think for a moment. Because I think this might be the solution, actually. This will keep the innermost turret jammed for a long time. When we stop recording, we can maybe grab the jammer from the other side. Let's try. So let's see, I'm messing around here a little bit first. And, well, what am I saying? We can bring the jammer with us, of course. Let's see, now we can't go back and re-record ourselves. We need a different recorder in that case, I'm guessing. Yeah, because that's a hologram, of course. Right. Do we have a grace period before it shoots us? Can we go like this? This is risky, but... Oh. Solar, same, you can't drink because of medication. Ah, I see. Alright. just don't drink. Let's see. Let's try this again. I think that might be the solution. So we just stand here, have ourselves a little break, maybe stretch a little bit. It seems a little bit implausible actually to jam the turret as we go. Doesn't seem like the kind of solution the game is advocating, as it were. But we do have a little grace period before it starts shooting at us, so that might be it. And then we can bring the jammer with us inside and use the jammer to down the inner pad. Well, I think this is enough time for us, so let's stop recording, bring the jammer. Oh, it shot us once. Let's see, is there anything else here? No. So we do need something to hold this down, of course. No, wait a minute, I'm stupid. We can just record ourselves. Can't we? Well, okay. I see. Okay. I got it. So... wait, let's just reset the puzzle to get the jammer back in the original position. So we record ourselves, grabbing the... am I blind? Where's the jammer? There it is, okay. Once more, record, grab the jammer, just open it, no fussing about. Well, wait, what was I thinking? No, we can't, of course, we can't bring the jammer inside with us. Okay, then I have to scrap that idea. Yeah, that would make the puzzle trivial. Solder, you hate alcohol, you can't stand it? Yeah, I gotcha. Let's reset the puzzle and think a bit about this. This makes me think of an indie game called Braid, which is great, but it's also very difficult, and that game is all about time manipulation and creating clones of yourself and time speeding up and slowing down, those kinds of things. So what I was thinking was I can record myself just holding the door open for me a little bit to get inside and no wait, can I jam the from here? I can! Well, that's it then. That's it. Record myself, hold the door open for myself. Your welcome, future self. Then I jam this turret for a little bit, and then my future self can run safely towards the exit, can't he? Wait, my future self also needs the jammer inside. So we have to... no, future self will bring it inside, so it's no problem. Okay, right, now myself has to jam that turret for a while. There we go. Now we just wait a little bit for my future self to have time to run all the way across the inner courtyard. And there we go. This should work, right? Now we just wait. And I'm such a slowpoke. Come on, past self. There we go, thanks. And now past self is trying to figure the puzzle out, while future self, I mean present self, me, has to stand here waiting for past me to figure it out. I should have the girl from Ipanema set up as a like a background tune I could just switch to in moments like this. Sort of, that's a nice twist, yeah. Oh, there we go. Finally, Jesus. Who's that slowpoke? There we go. Not too difficult, I just to figure it out myself. Alright, that's one puzzle to go. That was quite, well, both fun and a funny puzzle to do. I mean, these recording puzzles actually fit the theme of the game really well, since it's like about different versions of these, well, I can only assume they're AIs or robots, but yeah, anyway, it fits into the theme of the game, I think. Quite. So we have fans, hexahedra, and connectors. Good. Slightly elevated sigil. And also I should mention all these puzzle names are hints. So this is slightly elevated sigil. Sigil is probably then slightly elevated. Oh, this is a slight elevation. Yeah, see? Quite descriptive. Now, is that in line of sight? No, it's not. So let's see. Right, first things first, let's bring out all the tools we are liable to need. Power source, socket, connector. So I'm guessing these are all the tools we need. I think this should be pretty easy, right? We just need to place one of the connectors a little bit elevated. Well, maybe around here, I think. Right, that doesn't work. Oh, I see. Right. It's actually... No, wait, we can't reroute lasers through sockets, can we? Just let me test that right quick. No, we can't, of course, because sockets are receivers. Well, then we should slightly elevate this connector, right? Damn it. It's not slightly elevated enough. Ah, of course. I forgot about the fan. Well, of course I say, but then we can't... Okay. This should be slightly elevated enough, right? Let's see. Oh! No, wait, I misread the map. I thought this wall was lower. Then we could maybe keep the connection while it's floating, but that's not it. Let's see. Let's think. So having this elevated is definitely enough height, right? Then we have line of sight, don't we? Yeah, we do. So we just need the other connector. Well, yeah, it goes quite high, so we should have this also connected to the connector. Yeah, just the connector, right? Then we can elevate this, and it'll... Oh, well, I need it both there and there. Now it can elevate itself. There we go. Keep itself afloat. and Bob's your uncle. And now we have enough to open World C. But as always, we'll do things methodically. Wait, there's a terminal. Accessing communications portal. Network connection established. Attention, administrator. The previous connection has been re-established. Would you like to reconnect to the previous session? Yes, of course I would like to. Receiving messages. String. Received. Message. Are you back? Yes, what were you trying to say before? Yes, do these terminals talk to you at all? Yes, but how do I know I can trust you? I'm gonna go with the first one. Yes, what were you trying to say before? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I've been trying to figure out how this place works. Sometimes it seems like there's a purpose to everything, other times not. Not so much. I think we must be plugged into some kind of machine. I think something else is going on. What do you have to go on? Making assertions is a hazardous enterprise. Let's see, what do you have to go on? What else could possibly explain all this? I don't believe in demons and evil wizards. I think this is some kind of punishment. I think we're being prepared for something. I think something has gone badly wrong. Perhaps you have it right after all. I don't believe in anything anymore. So let's see. I think we're being prepared for something. I suppose that would explain a lot. Listen, there's something else. Maybe it can help us. Ever since I got here, I felt like something was wrong. This place plays tricks with you. You can't get your head straight. But I think I know a way to find out the truth. I was digging about in some documents and I kept finding references to this password. Think it might be some kind of library master key, but I don't know how to use it. I have no idea either. What is it? You shouldn't dig too deep. Let's see... what is it? Swear not to go anywhere without me and I'll tell you. MLA process.bat logged into this session. Oh, so this is probably either Elohim or Milton then. Wait, what is this? Are you doing that to my terminal? I don't think this is a good idea. Session terminated. Terminating support session done. Resuming library archive session done. Okay. So I'm very curious to learn who this Milton/Elohim guy is. Well, I'm assuming his name is Milton because it always says Milton Library Assistant. Solar, you had some ads, you were back. Yeah, no worries. You might have missed some of the terminal text. Wait, ads you say? I have ads disabled, I think. Ads? Well, I have them deactivated. But maybe it's, maybe Twitch those things. Yeah, as I might have mentioned earlier, I'm relatively new to streaming. I think there was 10 seconds. Okay. Now let's see. This was at the beginning. Wait, we got turned around somewhere. Oh, this is interesting. This used to be a puzzle, but now it's empty. Oh. I'm willing to bet we're gonna find something in here. Or maybe not. This place seems deserted. That's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping to at least find a QR code or something. Anyway, that's kind of a nice twist. Let's see now. Let's get our bearings. This is the beginning of the hub. Yeah, let's explore the inner part here. This inner island, as it were. It seems to have a moat running all the way around. Seems to just be bridges leading across to it. Okay, here's the obelisk. We should activate it with a blue power source, and we need a... Oh, and we can't bring anything out of the puzzle areas, which means we have to find these things. Or, well, we have to find the fan inside. And then we have to power it. Ah, probably from the elevated puzzle, right? In any case, let's read the QR code. I have been running this gauntlet for generations, trying to find the right answers. I am fast coming to the conclusion that there are none. Signed, Doug. Alright. Well, I've gotten a little bit turned around now with respect to which puzzles we've done and which we haven't, but there are signs everywhere, so it doesn't matter. Alley of the Pressure Plates. So I'm assuming there are pressure plates and also alleys. A recorder, some pads, some hexahedra. Ah, I see. So we have to use a combination of recordings and ourselves, as it were. There's a ladder behind there, okay. So let's see. If we disable that, then we disable the fan. Okay. Good to know. Let's just try to see what's in here. Well, let's first record ourselves opening the door. Just to see what's inside. This might soft lock us, but that's no worries. We're just getting the lay of the land. Oh yeah, and the game even prompts us. So I guess this is the first example of a soft lock that we've seen. But yeah, I suspected as much. So let's see. Well, we can soft lock ourselves this way as well, I think. Oh! Well, this is nice. We can get an overview. Ah, we can definitely open that one, right? Well, I think first order of business is just to get that connector inside here, right? Up on the... Ah, no, wait a minute, because... Well, we first... Oh, this is difficult to think about, let's see. What if I record myself jumping up onto the box and then removing the box? Let's check it out. Oh well, there's a copy of the box, right? Ah, of course, so long as it's recording, there are actually copies of these things. That's helpful. So I'm guessing the... Wait a minute, the last... Yeah, the last barrier here is blocking the sigil. So we need that open, at least. So I'm guessing as we're recording, we can open the door for ourselves, get inside. Wait a minute, as soon as we bring either of these items with us, like this for instance. Oh, we can grab it and still... Okay. Yeah, because... So... Yeah, that puts me outside again. Yeah. I can only bring the first item with me. Or maybe that was a fluke. Let's see, was that actually a fluke? Can I bring this inside? Is that the point? Doesn't seem to be the point. I think it was a fluke, actually. Yeah, I can't seem to replicate it. Or at least I have to be pixel perfect. But being pixel perfect is not what the game is about. By George, you got it. I think I might have read the message a little bit late. What did I get? No, wait, I can bring stuff with me inside, of course, because as long as I'm recording, then everything's fine. We have... So let's try this. Let's stand here for a good while. You got the clue. What was the clue again? Something about alleyways and paths? I sorted the puzzle. Yeah, I think I've got it now. I'll just stand here for a bit, just to give myself enough time in case I mess it up. But yeah, I think this is it. So as long as we're recording, as we do now, we get duplicates of these items. So all these 3 barriers are open. Time travel? So let's see. Sorry, I gotta think now. That means I'll have enough time to damn it, I need to keep I need some way to keep this thing open. I can do it with myself right now. So I've given myself about a minute now to do the stuff I have to do, namely get these things outside and open the last barrier to the sigil. And then get back to... No, damn it. I can't get in here now. That's right. I can't keep this open for myself. Well, unless I cheat, you know, and try to bring one of these outside. Wait, okay. Let me just try now. So, this is wrong, I think, but let me just see if there's anything else in here. I don't think there is. No. So I can bring these two back now. Yeah, because I need to simultaneously be able to get in there to hold open the last gate. Okay. Let's see. So the first thing I should do... Well, let me try that again. Well, it should be on, right? Not that it matters, right? Now... Oh my god, this is so hard to wrap my head around. Because I need these two things to hold down the pads, right? And the first thing I need to do is record myself. Damn it. I lost my train of thought. Let's see. Yeah. I just need to hold this open for myself for a little bit. Enough time to sort of make the make this thing self-sufficient, right? To be able to hold itself up. And now I have to open this door for myself. And the problem now, I think, is keeping open the very last door. Ah, this might be the last thing I struggle with in this puzzle. I hope so. Let's see. Bring this here. Connect everything. There we go. Because now it holds itself up. And I don't have any tools now to hold it open for myself. These are just holograms, right? Now this is a problem. Ah, funny. Alley of the pressure plates. Right. Okay, we figured out how to hold the sigil door open. That's good. We have 2 items to hold down pads. 3 items if we count ourselves. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Maybe... I was gonna say, maybe we should use our real selves, as it were, to make this thing self-sufficient. Because then we'll have tools to use. Oh. Because we couldn't do that, could we? Because we can't hold the gate open. Well, we could do it in... I was gonna say we can do it in 2 steps. Oh, that wouldn't work either. Sorry, I'm thinking aloud a little bit here. But then again, thinking is allowed, right? I think these 2 have to be in this position before I start recording. That makes sense. Because then there will always be holograms of them. That's okay. You like the process? Ah, that's good. Yeah. That's... When I announce my streams of this game in my Discord, I always put, like, join me if you would like to see me struggle with puzzles. And this is definitely a part of the process. But anyway, yeah, then we'll have of these things, which is all well and good. We can hold this pad open for ourselves. But then the real problem is the very last pad, right? That's the thing that's giving us problems. And therein, as they say, lies the rub. While I'm thinking, I'm just gonna try to time this, just to test. If I gave myself 10 seconds, will that be enough to do this? Nope. So I gotta give myself some leeway with the first operation. But let's see, if we do the same thing we did, then we're stuck at the same point, right? We can't get through the second to last barrier. So obviously we need a different solution. Now we can't use our real selves to make this thing self-sufficient, Well, at least not before we've recorded ourselves. Because once that's self-sufficient, we can't use these items again. Meaning, we definitely should. No, wait a minute. Let's see. No, I think I got it now. Let me see. Wait a minute. Hold this open for myself. No, this won't work. I was thinking maybe I hold this open for myself, and then I can put this on the innermost. Like, well, I don't have that luck, do I? Because I do need both of them to hold open the sigil barrier. Oh, this is frustrating. This is the part of solving a puzzle I feel that when you finally figure out the very last thing you have to do, it just feels so good having solved it. But I don't think my logic is wrong that we need both of these on the first two plates. Then when we record ourselves, we should open this one first. And so the first two barriers will always be open as long as I record enough. Right. And then hold this one open for however long I feel I need to. But then I can't bring anything else with me inside. And I can't hold the last pad open for myself. Solar, you will get it? Yeah, I'm confident I will. I've been stuck on problems before. I think the longest I've been stuck is about 45 minutes. But yeah, I think I can do it. I have been warned by people that some of the puzzles are really difficult, and this is probably one of them. I mean, if Jade, if you're still here, Jade is my go-to hint gal, as it were. I mean, she doesn't overtly spoil the puzzles, but I sometimes ask her for just tiny hints. She's played this game before, so... so let's think about this. While I'm thinking, I can also just experiment a little bit with timing and such. So give myself, I think, 20 seconds should be enough for this part. And go over here, hold this one open for me. So I think I want to go inside just to see if I mean, I might simply have missed something inside, right? That I can use to hold the last door open. That would be so silly, if that's the case. So I think I'll stand here until the 1 minute mark. That might be enough time. A little bit quick about this. Connect, 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 place. There we go. Don't think I'm missing anything, am I? That would be so stupid. No, I don't see anything. Okay, I've convinced myself that I'm fundamentally attacking this puzzle wrong. Right. Because to me it seems like we've exhausted all possibilities with my current approach. And this box is floating merrily. Wait, was there... Wait a second. Is there another place to connect this? Was there another socket I missed? Somewhere inside here? Because it does... the connector does gain some height. Right? Is there a connector there? No. No, the only barrier that has a connector is... or socket, sorry. Is the last one. Okay, so that's not it either. Okay, okay. Holy shit, this is a horrible one. This might be a long stream. I've only been this stumped once before in this game. The music is really good. Sort of puts you in a contemplative mood. Meditation time, yeah. That's actually something I used to do in university when I took exams. I mean, not meditate, but when I was really stuck, I just close my eyes or look into the ceiling and just let my mind drift off for like maybe 5 minutes just to take a break. So, not exactly meditation, taking your mind off things. But I don't feel I can do that for like 5 minutes. It does help, yeah, that's true. It really does. I usually don't get any sudden insights, but it helps clear your thoughts. But I'm also aware that I am making a Let's Play series, so I do feel the time pressure a little bit, but I don't let it stress me out or anything. If it runs a little bit overtime, or what I've told myself is overtime, then so be it. So I try to make my episodes like around an hour long. I think that's enough time. Like an hour and a half maybe. That's a good length for an episode. So I don't feel there's a point to just recording myself doing these things, trying to get new insights, because I believe I've fundamentally approached this from the wrong direction. Because I do feel I've exhausted all the strategies I can, or like all the approaches I can with this particular strategy. I mean, the solution is staring me in the face, obviously, and it's taunting me. So if we can somehow... Wait a minute. Hold on. No. No, no, no. I was gonna say, if we can somehow keep one of the items on this pad, that would definitely help. Because then I could use my myself to hold open the last door, right? But again, that's the same problem. We're one item short, as it were. So let's see, to recap, we have strategically place items on pads, or maybe someplace else, but anyway we have to have them in place where we want before we start recording. We have to record, and we have to do things in the correct order. So I'm guessing our approach now has to be to use our hologram to keep the second to last barrier open. That strikes me as plausible. However, I can't record myself and let myself in here. That's also a problem. I could have done that if we had one more item to hold pads down. But then again, that would solve the puzzle and it'd be trivial. So there's some other clever thing we have to do. Right. So this sequence of things we're doing here, that has to be... I mean, that must be the last thing we do. Doesn't it make sense? Because now when we've done this, we should have a clear shot at the exit. Hello. We are so close and yet so far. Come back. Let me out. He's not going to. Wait, the only other like starting configuration we can have is that the two items are on these two plates. Solar, you're sorry you're lost, you're not good at these things? Oh, no worries. I've tried watching people play puzzle games myself, and I quickly get lost too when I watch people play because they're in control, you know. So I might, as a viewer, I would like to try one strategy, but I mean, I can't expect the person playing to do what they say, you know. and so I get lost in thinking about the solution. So I get what you mean, yeah. And yeah, you know, what's the saying? Too many cooks spoil the broth. Is that how the saying goes in English? We have a similar saying in Norwegian, but it's like the more cooks you have, the more of a mess you make. Yeah, so it's too many cooks spoil the broth. I seem to remember it's something like that. But let's see, the pro of having these two items in this configuration is that we don't need to record ourselves holding the door open. The con is we can't get further inside. So let's see, if I record myself now, then these two paths should stay open. And then I can hold this door open for myself, but what's the point in that? I only get one step further into the maze, or like a gauntlet, you could say. So if I play this now, I should again have no problem. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's blocking itself all the time. That's what's happening.
Truth will not reveal itself. Perhaps it is best to seek it in another place.
No way. I'm gonna do this.
If this trial seems impossible to overcome, have no fear. Return another time, and the answer may reveal itself.
Now, I know he's right, of course, but I still want to try this. I mean, the thing I'm doing now is probably the wrong approach. I just want to give it a thought. So about half a minute of this should be okay. Oh, the lasers also get a hologram. Wait, is that significant? I mean, I can go inside here now, but that just soft locks me, there's no point. Wait, can I now grab this? Oh, damn it, that's... See? See? That's the... This is this is so fun. This is classical Talos principle. The game leads you to believe the approach you're using is the right one, right? And you have to do something completely different. That solves it. Now we just have to be precise. Yeah, because, okay, let's think about this a little bit. So the recorded holograms also preserve the lasers, right? Which means we can use the hologram to keep the last door open, and we still, yeah, and we can use our yeah, this works out. We can use our hold this open, and then we have the two items left to open the final two doors. That's it. Right. Let's record. Oh, I'm happy about this. Solar, you have faith in me. I can do it. See, whenever I say that to someone, they do get it. Yeah. Did you catch my moment of epiphany? So, okay, let's just... oh, I'm gonna stretch a little bit. Give ourselves enough time on the recorder to do what we have to do. I think half a minute should do it, but let's give ourselves a little bit more time. So, when we stop recording... Yeah, we have to run through the first part again, just open the... or place the box and the connector. And then we can use the fan to jump up and get the last 2 items we need. Cool. So 55 seconds, that's enough. I hope. I say confidently. So let's see, let's do this. Connect. Oh, sorry. Once more. Connect, connect, connect. Place it on top. Just wait for a bit. There we go. Now we can get this. La 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 la. What, this game is easy, don't you know? I don't get why people struggle with this game at all. See, you just do it like this. Bada bim bada boom. Wait, what the hell happened? Oh, damn it. Ah, god damn it. I just forgot. Yeah, there we go. That's really funny. So, I forgot. I have to connect this also. There we go. Now. Once more with feeling, right? I think 55 seconds is a little bit overkill. Let's do this. Ah. You see what I mean about the satisfaction you get when you finally solve it, when it finally clicks? Yeah, this is, for me, that's what this game is all about. I mean, it's about... I love the lore in the game. I love to just get to know more of the characters and this Milton guy. I guess his name is Milton. And we don't know the other person we started to converse with in the terminals. I love that. I love the interactions with it. I love the puzzles. Okay, 50 seconds. Should be enough. So grab the box. Grab the connector. Wait, what the hell happened? What? Oh, god damn it, I'm still connecting. Still recording. Oh my god, okay. In my defense, it's a bit late, so I'm getting tired. Alright. The 99th time is the charm. So yeah, I can ramble on a bit more about what I like about this game. Well, I mean, I think I said what I wanted to say, actually. Yeah, I love the backstory. I love the... I especially love the puzzle design. And the game is a little bit tricky too, because you'll have like 5 puzzles in a row, which are, if not downright easy, then you see the point of them fairly quickly, and then the game will smack you in the face with a puzzle like this. So, 50 seconds. I think that's a good... So remember to stop the recording this time. That should do it. Wait until this holds itself up. Oh god damn it, I forgot. Connect, connect. Do we have enough time? I think so. What happened? It's blocking itself. What did I do wrong? What? Okay, I don't understand what happened there. There we go. Okay, nah, fuck. I didn't... Okay. That was weird. Okay, the 100th time is the charm. Oy vey. Okay, just in case something like that happens again, I'll give myself extra time now. You know what, actually, I'll just take myself a tiny little break, be right back. Right, sorry about that. So, in any case, that should be enough time. Almost 2 minutes, yeah. So remember to end the recording. That was our mistake, or one of our many mistakes. Let's try this again. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Need to remember to connect it. Need to place it properly. It's a good thing I'm giving myself 2 minutes, I think. There we go. Home stretch. Yeah, this is plenty of time. Oh! Damn it! Okay, I have to go back to the drawing board. This of course can't go through the gates. Solar, welcome back, thanks. Yeah, and we are back to the drawing board. Yeah, that's the problem, it doesn't have enough height. Right, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to take another break, a proper break this time. I'll be back as soon as I can. See you pretty soon, I hope. Alright, we're back. Sorry about the interruption. Hello, Warden. Ain't this game Croatian? Yeah, that's right. This is made by Crow Team. The same guys who made Serious Sam. Solar, welcome back. Thank you. Yeah. So, when I stream, I have an arrangement with the wife. She's keeping eyes on the little kids, and I get to stream, but she was in the shower, so I had to try to soothe the smallest one. What's up? We are solving a puzzle. You arrived right at the end of what I assumed would be finally the solution to this puzzle, but we've been going at it for like an hour, I think, maybe. This is a really difficult one. Yeah, but yeah, this definitely is made by Croatian guys. And you, Warden, were you from Croatia, I think, weren't you? Or Bosnia? I forget. Anyway, let's just reset the puzzle. You are Croatian? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Whew. Let's see, so our mistake then was that our hologram connector and lasers, they don't actually hold open the last gate, because of course the gate prevents the lasers from going through them. Let's think, because we are very close to solving this. Solar has been with me this entire time, trying to slowly but surely struggle my way through this puzzle. So let's see. So, I mean, the strategy we just tried, namely having these two items on the first two pads, that might not actually be the correct solution. I mean, we should think more about it. Solar, you can do it? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I hope I can. So let's see. Wait a minute. The only way to keep the last barrier open is to use the real items, not the hologram. Because the hologram, we can't get the hologram to float, can we? Well, no, hold on. hold on. Wait a minute. No, we definitely can, because... Okay, let me just try this. We'll give ourselves... Well, we actually don't need to bother with all the... with placing the real items. We can use the... No, we can't use the hologram items because we can't get completely inside. No. Scrap that idea. I was thinking we hold this door open for ourselves for a bit. Then we actually use the hologram items. To hold these open, but there's a problem because we can't get... Well, we can get inside, but it doesn't help us now because we're stuck. Right. Now we can never end the recording. Well, I don't think we were supposed to be able to get this connector inside anyway. Damn it. But let's see, given that we can actually use the hologram to hold it open, then the puzzle is solved. Because we'll just give ourselves enough time to hold the first barrier open, or I guess the second barrier. And then the last barrier will be open, or we should call this the Sigil barrier. The Sigil barrier will be open, meanwhile we will have 2 items to play with. So again, given that we can use the hologram to keep the Sigil door open, that'll solve the puzzle. That's a big given, right? But if we make that happen, we will be golden. But I don't think that's possible because we need both the connector and the box inside here. Let me try something. Can't I just do this? No, no, I can't hold it while the laser is active. I have to place it. And placing it on the fan will just bump it off. Yeah, so that won't help. And of course, if I remove the box, then everything will fail. Okay, so that's not it either. Okay, this puzzle is giving me a run for my money. So let's see. So, what else can I do with my hologram? Besides hold this open for myself. Let's give it a good 20 seconds. And then... Well, can't I just stand here for a little bit? Stop recording. What did I do now? What does this do? What happens if I grab just the box? Oh, the connector will bounce off, of course. Yeah, no, I thought I had something. Oh god, it's getting late. Brain can't brain properly. Let's see. are so close. So the problem was I couldn't, well, after using the real items, I mean after recording and then after using the real items to activate the sigil barrier, I can't just yank them down again and take them with me to use to open the last two barriers, because I still need to keep the sigil door open. And again, if I could have used my hologram items to do it, then everything would be golden. That's the situation. And let's see. I mean, this is pointless, but I can place this here, giving me access to, well, the power source, but nothing else. Wait just 1 second. I think I might have seen another strategy. So let's see, let's hold this door open for a little bit. Don't know how long it will be necessary, maybe 20 seconds. So I'm thinking if we can use the box to give the connector a little bit of height, and maybe also keep this door open. Well, let's try this first. Why can't I place it properly on there? Okay, let's see. And now I can't place it completely. Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, it seems the game won't let me do that. But it wouldn't have been enough height anyway. Oh boy. I mean, there's no reason not to have the connector on this box, because when we record, it'll hold the door open for us when we stop recording. Oh, this is so frustrating. And the longer time I spend on this, the more tired I'll be. It's currently almost 10:30 in the evening where I'm at. So naturally I'm getting a bit tired, but let's see. Let's just try this once more and just see what's going wrong. I mean, it seems like this should be the solution. Right, because now it stays up there indefinitely. But now I'm barred from getting further in. If I now So I mean, the thing is, I can, of course... Well, I stopped the recording, but... Given that the holograms are still holding this barrier open, then I can get out with my 2 items that I do need to open the last 2 barriers. Meanwhile, my hologram stands inside there, keeping that barrier open for me. But the hologram laser isn't holding the sigil door open, and that's the entire problem. Solar, what is it that opens the last gate? So I'll just restart the puzzle and show you. I guess I can just use the fan here. It's that, if you see the blue socket over there, if we can get lasers to it, then it's open. And we can do it from this site, but we can't do it from ground level because lasers don't go through gates like this. That's the problem. I mean, at this point I'm completely fine with backseat gaming, so if you guys have any suggestions, I mean, if you played the game and you know the solution, then please don't spoil too much. But if you haven't played the game and just want just have some suggestions, feel free to tell me. Solar, got you. Sorry, I don't quite get why you're apologizing, but it's completely fine. Yeah. If there's frustration in my voice, it's just frustration at my own inability to solve the puzzle. So anyway, if I remove this connector, or I mean if I don't have something on this pad, then this barrier will close, right? But I can activate the fan from here, and I need a box. I definitely need a box to hold the connector, or I mean to be able to elevate the connector with the fan. Solar, you don't know the game. Ah, well, that's no problem. I know you don't. But I mean, I can demonstrate for you. If I use this machine to record myself doing things, for instance, I can stand on this plate here, hold this gate open, and then if I stop my recording and play back, then you see we get hologram versions of everything. So if I remove this box, then there's still a hologram here, holding the pad open. So that gives us some leeway in what we're able to do. So and the holograms also use lasers, so that's why I thought if I went like this, if I connected everything here, place it down on the pad, and then start recording, then whenever I play my recording back, then all the points, I mean, look at it this way, when I play it back, then the entire state of the game will remain active, you know. So right now I'm just standing on the plate for some time, holding the barrier open, giving myself enough time to do whatever I need to do whenever I play it back, you see. And now, see, that's why I thought I had solved the puzzle, because now I have this laser going off to the right here. I thought that would keep the sigil door open, the last door open, but it doesn't because of the barrier here, or the gate, I mean. So, when I stop recording now, I can use this box on this fan And I do need a box on a fan to be able to lift this connector here. And I can place it here, and that'll lift it all the way up eventually. There we go. Now I stand here holding the gate open, and I can use the 2 items I have left to open this and this barrier. But the problem is, if I take this down now, I will disconnect the last door, the very last door. That's the problem. And now, of course, the recording ends soon. And I can't play with the holograms either, you know. So everything I need to do before, or I mean while I'm recording. So I have to set everything up for myself before recording, and then I have to be careful and precise when I'm recording, and then I have to be careful and precise when I play it back. So there's like 3 stages to this problem, or I mean to recording puzzles in general, I guess. I actually hadn't thought about it like that before. Maybe that will help. So we have 3 stages. Like planning. Well, I guess planning, and execution. Or planning, execution, if that makes sense. So we have to set everything up the way we want it before recording. Yeah, and then record and so on. I mean, in a way that's a trivial observation, but it's important. So if we want to use this strategy, meaning the strategy where we hold open the first 2 pads instead of the second and the third before recording, that means we have to use the hologram connector actually to hold open the last sigil door. But we can't do that because we can't simultaneously hold down this pad and walk through the barrier. Because we need both items inside that room, right? To, well, not giving up exactly. I want to try this next time, if I can't do it this time. Maybe I'll be a little bit more awake then. Solar, you bet the answer is right in front of you. Yep, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what makes this game so great. It's like, if you've paid attention and you've done things, well, I mean, especially if you've done the puzzles in order, then you should be able to do them, because you should have learned the finer points of all the game mechanics, because the game does a really good job of introducing you to the different game mechanics. So like, you'll have, I mean, the very, very first puzzle is easy, and then you'll learn a new game mechanic that combines the first 2, but the first puzzle that introduces you to the combination of 2 different game mechanics will be an easy puzzle, like just to make sure you've understood the concept. And I think I've understood most, or if not all, the relevant concepts up in the game so far. Which means, well, that's a long-winded way of saying what you just said, that the answer is right in front of me. You see, but I mean, this is a complex puzzle. There's lots of moving parts. So I'll try a bit more just to spice things up. I'll go back to the first strategy we had. But I mean, I don't think we'll make leeway, because I think I understand this strategy now and why it doesn't work, and perhaps also why it can't work. Because, well, we can record, right? And we can hold this open for ourselves for as long as we want, maybe a minute or 2. giving us enough time to get these 2 items inside there and do the whole holding the last sigil door open thing. But again, that means we have one too few items to work with. Which is why I believe the strategy of having the 2 items on the 2nd and 3rd pads is a dead end. That's my reasoning, at least. And so the second strategy, which is having the 2 items on... well, see, if I could just have gone like that, ta-da! If that was the last barrier, then that would be it, right? But again, I do need this box. Oh, this is so frustrating. Oh, and I forgot in my recording, I should have ran over to this pad to open the door for me. Well, I guess I could use my recording to then open this door and then run back to open the door a second time for myself. The question is, will that help me? And the answer is no. Because I still need the box and the connector to hold the sigil door open. Oh, it's so frustrating. I don't want to end this stream before I mean, like in the middle of a puzzle. That seems impure somehow. Well, this is definitely a bigger struggle for me than my previous big struggle. I don't know how long we've been going for even. Well, in total 2 hours and 40 minutes almost. I think I spent like half an hour on the first part, so gosh, almost 2 hours in this area. So let's see. I'm on the verge of just calling it a stream and going to bed. But oh, I mean, there's no shame in it, but I really want to finish it. We are pretty close. Solar, you've done well. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, maybe the thing is I might have stared myself blind on this puzzle. I might need a set of fresh eyes. And I mean, it's easy to let frustration get in the way, you know. So maybe I should just take a few deep breaths and yeah, try not to, how do you say, be stuck in my own way of thinking, because it doesn't help, apparently. So there are a couple of solutions to this. One might be that there's simply just a mechanic of the game that has eluded me, you know. Like, oh, I didn't know you could do this thing, but you actually can. And then that's the key that unlocks the puzzle. That might be the case. I don't think it is. I mean, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I don't really think it is. I mean, this game doesn't cheat you, if you see what I mean. And as I talked about a little bit earlier, I should have learned everything I need to learn up to this point to be able to solve it. I mean, like, for instance, say that you could have connected things like this and then placed the fan by itself or sorry, the connector by itself on the fan. If it could have just floated up and stayed in the air, I mean, that would have solved the puzzle, because then I have one extra item to work with, right? So I mean, that's an example of a game mechanic I could have misunderstood, or that could have just eluded me, you know. I mean, but that's obviously not the case. I can try to place it as perfectly in the middle as I can. Doesn't help. So it's not that, but that's an example of what it could have been, you know. And I think I understand the boxes fairly well. I mean, they're boxes. And in particular, you need the box on the fan to be able to hold a connector up in the air. I'm fairly certain about that. Now, the recorder, that is a new gameplay element that was introduced in this hub, actually. So... you know what? How about this? I'm getting tired. We'll end the stream, and next time I will do some more puzzles in this area. And I hate to call this like a failed puzzle, but damn it, I'm getting tired. And then we'll try some different puzzles in this area next time. It might just be that I've done the puzzles in quote-unquote the wrong order. Maybe, yeah, I mean, that might actually be it. There might be other puzzles that teach you subtle game mechanics, actually. So yeah, let's try that. So this will be the first quote-unquote impure episode, because we ended it in the middle of a hub. Or sorry, in the middle of a hub. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. We entered, let's see, World B Hub 5. Did fairly well, got stuck for a really long time on one particular puzzle. We temporarily gave up on that, but we will come back and do the other ones. So, sorry about the rambly outro, I'm getting tired. But anyway, thank you very much for your time and attention. I will see you next time. Bye bye.